In this video, we will discuss about concatenating the string variables in Python. Python has different ways to concat the strings. Using plus operator. For example, concatenating variable a and b with a plus symbol. Using comma. For example, concatenating variable a and b with a comma symbol. Using space. For example, concatenating variable a and b with single or multiple spaces by using the concat operator plus. Using percent operator. For example, to substitute the values of variable a and b in strings in the same order using %s. Variable a gets substituted to first %s and variable b gets substituted to second %s. Join method. For example, single or multiple space in double quotes as per requirement of join method having the variable a and b separated by comma, and finally using format method. The flower brackets are used as a placeholder for substituting the value of variable a and b in the string in the same order, as mentioned in the format method. We will discuss more on formatting string in next video. Let's test the concatenating of string using a program. In the program, two variables are declared. Variable a has a string value as hello, and variable b has a string value as world. Print statement is added with a comma between both the variables. When executed, we can see that both the variables have been concatenated with a single space in between. So the comma always adds spaces between the variables without the need of manually adding the space. Second print statement is added with a plus symbol in between both the variables. When executed, we can see that both the variables have been concatenated without any space in between. So plus button never adds space in between the variables as it was done by the comma. So if we want to use the plus operator and still need space, we have two ways to do it. Firstly, we can add a single space before the word world. When executed, we can see that both the variables are now separated by a single space. However, this is not a good solution. The second way is to concat the variable with a single space between them using the plus operator. When executed, we can see that both the variables are now separated by a single space. Next, we will test the concat using the % operator. Variable x is assigned with value as %s followed by two spaces followed by %s in double quotes. It is followed by percentage and the variables separated by comma in parentheses. 2% is used as we want to substitute two variables. Similarly, two space is added to show that it takes the space provided and doesn't trims the spaces by itself. When executed, we can see that both the variables are concatenated with two spaces in between them. Next, we will test the concat using join method. Variable y is assigned with a value with three spaces in double quotes. 3 spaces is given because we want to separate the variable with 3 space instead of a single space. It is followed by .join method followed by parentheses followed by variables separated by comma in square brackets. When executed, we can see that both the variables are concatenated with 3 spaces in between them. Finally, we will test using the format method. Variable z is assigned with a value as 2 empty curly braces which act as a placeholder for the variables. The empty placeholders are separated by 4 spaces in double quotes, followed by the dot format and the variables whose values needs to be replaced, separated by comma in parenthesis. When executed, we can see that both the variable values have been replaced in the empty placeholder having with 4 spaces in between them. So these were the different ways in which we can concate the strings in Python.